Hi, my name's Maddie Murray. I'm chair of the Farm to Cafeteria program. The Farm to Cafeteria program was officially formed in 2005, but really didn't get a foothold till probably about 3 years ago when we formed the committee, and we really put the effort into getting the farms more involved, the school more involved, and then changes were made in the cafeteria, and it just sort of all the stars were aligned, and it came together very nicely in 2008. I believe it was. The fifth season project is an outcropping of an idea that I actually was done in Vermont. They gave a workshop and talked about a fifth season, which I thought, well, that's clever. And what it was, since school's out in the summertime, when all the wonderful bounty from the local farms is available, but school's not, they got together, a bunch of people, volunteers, that would come for 2 or 3 days, however long it took, and gather all they could from the local farms during the summertime, and then process and freeze it so that the cafeteria could use this wonderful fresh local food in the cafeteria program during the other seasons. So therefore, that's how it got the fifth season tag. Over this particular 2 days that we've been working this time, we've got about 200 pounds of food, summer food, that we will be able to have in the cafeteria next year. The Farm to Cafeteria program that incorporates this has a lot of facets. It's a classroom facet, the garden facet. We have a wonderful school garden and an incredible classroom component to it. And our school lunches have increased about 35% over the time when it was not implemented. So we feel very good about it. Everybody feels good about it. Kids are eating healthy lunches. And it's just a win-win all the way around. This fifth season is actually our third fifth season. And we were really blessed this year with a grant from Lowe's Education Toolbox, and it has helped us buy some new equipment for our aging 35-year-old cafeteria. And we got a new Robocoup, we got a new blender, thanks to Lowe's, and we were able to buy far more product than we have in the past from the farms, which keeps it local, it supports our local farmers. It helps our cafeteria staff get some much needed equipment. So thanks to Lowe's, we have had a wonderful fifth season for our third season. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bruce Orchid, and I'm here volunteering today for fifth season. We've had 2 freezers full of product, local produce. Anything from potatoes. Right now we're inside doing beets, kale, and beet tops. Those are separate items. Everything's getting blanched, cooled, and then bagged. Our bagging process, we label with the name of the farm from which it came, all from Orcas Island, the weight, the date, and what the product is. We flash freeze it as fast as we can in a really good freezer that fortunately we have in the cafeteria at Orcas Island School District. We then map it so that the cooks in September, school starts September 7th, will be able to get in there and pull out garlic, basil. Basil was interesting. We took the basil and pureed it in a Robocoup, which is a sophisticated Cuisinart, and poured it on a baking sheet, froze it. This morning we cut it, put it in bags, and refroze it, or put it back in the freezer as soon as possible. And the chefs will be able to come in, and if they're making a pasta, they can pull out a few chunks of the basil, which is fresh from Morningstar Farm, and they can pop it in their dish, and they'll have basically fresh frozen basil. So we're fulfilling the needs of the school cafeteria, the needs of a nutritional program, and the needs of some of our farmers to have a place to sell their goods. And I think we're doing a great job.
Hi, I'm Debbie Gilford. I'm the food service director, and I love getting all this fresh produce in to be used later on in the year. We use them in things like pot pie, soups, stews, and it's a great addition to our everyday menu, making things healthier and more nutritious.
Well, I was doing my senior project, and Maddie Murray is in charge of the farm to cafeteria, so I emailed her asking if I could interview her for my project, and she said yeah, and if I wanted to come to the 5th season thing, then I can use some of the local food in my lunch and just help out.
I'm Chelsea. I'm the garden keeper at Orcas Island Elementary, and I work for Farm to Cafeteria, and I'm so excited to be a part of 5th season. It's going to be a good harvest.
I'm Mary Gruff, and I work in the elementary school. I'm a paraeducator, and I've loved watching the improvement in the quality of the food since we've been having local food, and it's much better than when my kids were in school, so I'm here to support processing the local food.
Hello, I'm Colin. I heard about this through a little brochure in the library. I think it was FFEAST, which is somehow related to the Fun House. And I lead sailing trips for Camp Orcas, so I have a few days off in between trips. And I wanted to meet people in the local community and also just learn how a big institution like a school could perhaps have more local food and less waste. And that's why I'm here.
No, I'm thinking that would be the kind. Bruce wanted to shred some up and see how it worked, but there's a deal in there on cabbage where we just wash it, cut it into pieces, and then we put it in and pat it dry, and then freeze it,
and then bag it.
What is in those brown bags? So this one is mixed onions. Ta-da! And some Savoy cabbages. Last but certainly not least, lots of garlic.
Hardly wash it.
I know, it's clean. Did you wash it already?
No, but it's just pretty clean on the video. I mean, there's a few that has a little bit of dirt on it. It wouldn't hurt it.
Right.
What we'll do is we'll give them...
Marked. We're going to mark bags. Hopefully before it gets ready. Barrel from compost?
Here's compost.
Okay.
And if nobody wants it off.
What are you filming it for?
I'm Marion O'Brien, and I was really looking forward to helping out today. I've been wanting to do this before, and I've benefited from some of this throughout the year, having green beans and lots of garlic, and I just love it. So today was just the perfect day to come and help out with this. And yeah, so we've got our little production system set up here.
I'm Keith Whitaker, and I'm on vacation. And this is what I choose to do.
Yeah, no, it works fine, but we will probably
All right.
I don't know, we just got here last night, so we'll probably try to do a little hiking, swimming, and
it's warm enough, and, you know, and hang out. Yeah.